Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and I'd like to welcome you to the deepest, darkest depths of Cereza's closet, here in Bayonetta Origins. Now that we've essentially reached the end of the windy, windy knot already, there are going to be quite a few plot-pertinent scenes coming up that I feel like we should probably change our outfit for. So after much deliberation, I did feel that younger days is the way to go.
Cool!
It's kind of cute, and you don't really have a chance to mess with the hairstyle any, but you are going to need to have found all 12 remembrances to unlock this, and that includes finding all of the wisps for a secret remembrance that is needed for this as well. So it's a fun time, and you get little skinned knees just a little bit. I guess they look like hearts, but I don't think that's intentional. For Cheshire, we'll just go ahead and swap him into a blundering witch. Why not? We know he likes to cosplay a Cereza every now and then, but let's get straight into it. Also, it would behoove me not to mention the fact that we have officially reached the 50% mark in terms of progress and exploration, so we are making strides towards completing the game because it's only gonna get faster from here on out, especially seeing as how we are nearly done with Chapter 6 already. Hooray for pacing! Now, as far as our skill tree is concerned, we have quite a few points that we've racked up over the course of our backtracking experience, so I think I'm gonna go for some, well, let's see. Infernal Bond would be really nice, but let's go with this. Quick recast numero dos.
Does this work? Cool!
Alright, well, unfortunately, we are so high up in the tallest tree in the forest that Cheshire doesn't really feel comfortable napping up there, but that is fine. We'll also go for this one right here. Do love me some absorption, and you know what? Why not? Let's give ourselves some bigger pockets. Not entirely sure what a dance has to do with it, but I'm sure it probably doesn't hurt. So, we only have one infernal fruit, and it's gonna be a while before we find another one, so you might just want to hold on to it or use it wisely, which means I'm going to use it on, you know, the rocket return. I love this thing, man.
Cheshire, here you go. Thanks, Cheshire!
Cereza, don't look down, whatever you do. And last but not least, we are definitely going for the shift strike.
Here, have some.
I would be remiss not to pick that up right now. So yeah, it's gonna be a minute before we get too many more upgrades, but we're fine. All right, well, let's go and follow the prince because we are in for a doozy of a confrontation. Let me tell you something, man. I don't think you're quite ready for this. Ooh. Certainly very ominous, what with the loud screeching sounds, the very low profit treasures, and also these claw marks on the ground. Not looking forward to this, but be prepared for a lot of combat, and okay, I guess that works too. Because we've got one right up ahead. Alright. So, we have a mini Magog and a lovely little jerk over here. You know what? Let's go and slam you down. Do something like that. You finish off this guy. And, oh, there's another. Okay. Jesus. Slam down. Okay, get some of our magic back at least. Okay, slam again. Oof. More, everywhere. They just won't stop coming. Well, if it was enough to scare those guys away,
Come here!
I don't even want to fathom fighting it alone.
strong!
The monster's body was hard as steel. Cheshire let out a frustrated growl. The monster's wings were hard as steel. Cheshire's claws seemed like toys by comparison. It had found a new target. Cereza knew she must fight, but she was petrified with fear. Like a hawk hunting mice, the draconic fairies searched for its prey. Cheshire tried desperately to transform, but with Cereza's magic and flux from fear, his body remained tiny. You pathetic weakling! The cuddly body did not take the edge off his harsh words. Giving in to her fear, Cereza scooped up Cheshire and ran. They had escaped with their lives, but Cheshire was furious at Cereza for her cowardly retreat. Cereza stood silently, fists clenched. More than anything, she was angry at herself for once again succumbing to her fear.
Cheshire's attacks didn't make so much as a dent in that monster's armor. Oh, what am I going to do?
For once, Cheshire had no mocking retort. He remembered the battle. This was the first time he had tasted defeat, and he did not like it one bit. "Just stay out of my way," was all the demon could muster. Lost in despair of her own, Cereza barely heard his words. You want to find the next elemental core, right? Get going, then! Cheshire growled for Cereza to go, but Cereza could not muster the strength to say anything back. Next time that thing shows its ugly mug, I'm gonna beat it to a pulp! Cheshire shouted his bravado so Cereza would hear. It did little to quell her worry.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, despite physically making it to the highest point of the forest, we now find ourselves mentally at our lowest. Over here we've got a chest we can't really do anything about, so add that to the list of chests we'll probably be forgetting to come back to, and follow the only path we know how to take, which might look a little familiar. You know what to do. Alright, well, that was mildly convenient. Thanks, I guess.
Running away as usual. Doesn't surprise me at all.
Time for the existential dread to really start hitting it home here. And before we head into the dark mist, there is a small skewered child here who was probably drowning before we helped him, so. Oh my god.
Glad to help.
Oh, his name is Hardhead. Thanks for the help, wish lady. Alright, bye. I'll see you back at the hideout. Yeah, so there is not a lot here, so let's step forward into the darkness.
What a coward! You're destined to fail!
What?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Giant's Basin.
Give up already! You'll never change!
That's not true.
Nobody likes you! You really think you can become a great witch?
Stop! Stop talking!
Get a hold of yourself! Move!
Growled the demon, trying to shake Cereza from her stupor.
Give up already! You'll never change! You're nothing but a big crybaby. You're better off sobbing in the shadows.
Yep. I don't know about you, but there is a lot to unpack there, and in the meantime, while we're working on that, we have some dark projection to look forward to after doing the fancy pants dance to unlock the fancy door. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's just combat.
You're scared, aren't you? Just go cry in the corner, you coward.
I want to be stronger!
That's right. These fools are nothing more than a bunch of chumps. So take them out just like you would anybody else, because they will die all the same. Ooh.
Running away from everything? Is that how you plan to become a witch?
Want to run anymore?
What can you possibly do? Everyone knows you're a failure.
Mummy believed in me!
Now the big guns come out. Go ahead and use all the magic you possibly could here with invincibility frames. Oh my god. And just go to town on these guys. Go crazy. There we go. Not who I was aiming for. Oof. Go go ahead and take a bite out of crime and finish off his boss. As expected, nothing more to it. I just feel like we're probably racking up the therapy bills right about now. But with another lovely little petal added to our collection in our slightly larger than normal pockets, it's about time to get the hell out of here. So I will meet you guys on the other side. With that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wyrm Falls. This area is so serene and so uniquely dystopian that it is among one of my more favorite areas of the game, weirdly enough. And if you want, you can backtrack a little, explore the giant basin. I would not recommend it though, because there's not a lot you can do there, and you can actually beat the game without ever setting foot in there ever again. So let's go and take in this remembrance and just behold the magnificence.
Cereza could just make out the water shrine in the distance. Before it stood a strange contraption built from thick metal pipes. It was a cage, big enough to swallow up Morgana's manor whole.
The imagery is just so striking, and seeing the water shrine just clear over there. We do have a bit of exploring to do though, so let's go and follow the roses and try not to break down into tears.
Cereza held back her tears, pushing herself forward with all her might. I can't cry, I've got to be strong, she whispered to herself quietly, so that Cheshire would not hear.
God forbid a demon would see you cry, am I right? Okay, so luckily for us, not a whole lot of divergences to be taking, except of course the one I'm about to take right now. There is going to be a little bit of backtracking in this area, but thankfully not too much. It's basically a one and done. So take some of that, and we'll also be introduced to quite a few new varieties of enemies, which luckily, again, we won't be seeing a whole lot of outside of this chapter. I don't know about you, but something about being set on fire and or exploded on does not sit nicely with me. Over here we've got ourselves, hey, I'll certainly take some of that, get some of our energy nice and up. Also maybe have a little snack for the road, as we're presented with something on the more explosive side. Oh no, God forbid, not the Banshee Model P. Okay, so these things will walk very slowly towards you and explode. A lot of the times you can just kind of let them do their own thing for a bit and hang out there. But like I said, you don't have to fight these things all that often, so all you have to worry about is everything around them. There you go, that's excessive, isn't it? Jesus Christ, okay. Well, I think I destroyed one that was spawning unintentionally. That works.
Perfect!
It certainly was very perfect, wasn't it? Alright, thank you for the treats. I will certainly take those. We'll run over here, and Cheshire can have trouble climbing down some steps. Can I get all three of these? Yes, I can. Nicely done. Got some of that. And over here, this is kind of interesting. So we have another puzzle that we have to separate from each other from, so you go that way. I will stock up on some light reading material, and we'll spring across along this way. Nice. So basically this is where you would learn about these blooming flowers and being able to pull them with wood Cheshire. And for some reason, we're gonna take the world's slowest, most sensual dance to making this thing bloom. So I don't know what dictates the tempo, but it's a little disrespectful of my time. We've been going so fast for so long. It's just like, come on. So we'll head over here. And even though the game doesn't explicitly say it, oh,
Yes!
very nice, and an numbering syrup. I can actually fit it in my pockets. But even though the game does not explicitly state it, you can kind of see from here what they want you to do. Just don't press the wrong button or you're gonna start over. There you go. Closer, nicely done. And there we have it. All right, let's climb on over this way, take another bite out of crime, and once again, we're gonna be dealing with something a little bit on the unpleasant side. This time, it's, hello? Okay, thank you for loading. Apparently it's the load screens. That's right, we have Charmanders in play, and these guys are going to set fire to the world at large, and they're very annoying to deal with, especially if you don't have any ways of quelling the fires. So we're just going to go ahead and take a bite out of crime, I guess. There you go. Anyone else? Oh, Jesus, all right. Let's try something like this. Oh my God, this poor bastard. This guy too. All right, let me keep you down here. Oh, okay, or that. That works too. Come on, there you go. We are almost out of magic. That's great. Try this one more time. Do this. Oof! Come on, you can do it, Chester. Okay. Could have gone a little smoother, I guess, but you know what? I think we're fine. That's all right. Cheshire ran out of magic, but what else is new? So we are going to need to do just a slight bit of backtracking here. And fortunately, it's not going to be too much of a detriment to our progress, but this is going to take us back to the sanctuary. And we kind of got a sneak peek at that shortcut that we would need to have taken. So avoid more of these damn blue flowers and these traps that have just been placed so precariously throughout. It's like, who set those there? What were you trying to ensnare? Also, I feel like we're slightly overdue for a jump scare enemy to pop out at any point. Also, this guy, he's probably annoyed that he couldn't face the majesticness of the water shrine. And Jesus Christ, he has a hammer through the brain. Are you okay? God, Plop. Who the hell names you Plop? What a poor bastard, man. All right, let's keep on going this way. There we go. And we'll activate this. Nice. I do really like the way this game handles its shortcuts and backtracking. Aside from having only one sanctuary per area that you can fast travel to, it's like they made it as convenient as they could be without making it too easy, you know? So I do feel like there is like a certain level of familiarity you need to have before moving on. Also, a continuation of the extremely slow moving dance here. This is cool. You have to wait for the entirety of the rotation to take place before you can go ahead and dance, but there we go. I hope you will take my word for it when I say that this will take us back to the sanctuary. For now, though, we're going to backtrack some more, but make sure you don't take the elevator because there's actually an alternate path down that for your first time will actually be good for you. Check it out. We got some treasure. Ooh, those are biggins. Nice. Okay, well, let's drop down here. Not get eaten, please. That'd be cool. I don't trust these things. If you fall in, like I said, it's not the biggest time waste. It just does some damage, and it really kind of just hurts your ego, if anything. But we'll go this way. And I am so excited for the boss fight of this area, the Jabberwock. We haven't really unfurled that bit of knowledge just yet. Oh, you guys spawn back. That's cool. All right, well, not who I was aiming at, but it works. Oof. Let's go and show these guys what you're made of. Oh my God. All right, at least give me a challenge next time, please. Okay, so we can go down. This is going to be for a little bit later. You'll know it when we see it, but that is to bypass this next section, which is actually... Oh, right, this section.
I wonder if we're in that monster's territory.
As the words came out, Cereza was gripped by fear. But she knew it was too late to turn back.
It was indeed too late for Cereza now. Well, we'll head down. Interstate travel via cages is also extremely lucrative in this world, but this area, oh boy, you're gonna have a fun time coming back here with your elements. Let me tell you something. So whatever you do, don't fall into the drink. You will sink like a freaking stone. I'm sorry to say, Cheshire. Do we have? We do. Okay. This might actually be a little concerning. Let's do something like this. I'll probably end up messing this one up. So we got that, right? And then we have a couple that will go up and down. Just that. And we don't want it to be too high when we summon it. Okay. And... okay, good. Oof. All right. I thought that was going to be a little bit more tricky. I should make note of the fact that if you try to go back up this, you can't. If you're down here, you kind of have to commit until you find the shortcut back. But I'm not entirely sure what else you would have done, so no big deal. Okay. Well, was there anything over here? Ah, yes. You definitely want to grab this. We are really close to getting our gauge up, right? Yeah. One more ought to do her. And I think there might actually be one more before the boss, so that works out really nicely. There's another one we could have gotten in the Jade Hills, but oh, wait a minute. There it is. Nice. Was there another one I missed around here that I feel like there was more. Yeah, it was this one. I saw it and I just completely disregarded it. All right, we were fine. We are gonna need a lot though. And hopefully we find them all. All right, do the dance. The slow dance. Lovely. It's times like this that I wish automation was a thing on Forbidden Mode, just so I can sit here and not have to focus. Granted, it doesn't take a lot. It's just the double hits. That is what is always going to get me. Now that we've summoned those, hey, take some treasure. Oh, seriously? Well, that one I actually forgot about. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Okay. I remember now. The only types of enemies that will spawn here are these bozos. Just steer clear. You should be fine. Oh, God. Oh, God. Run. Okay, I forgive you, game. I can dig it. Now be free of this distorted coil, please. May I have some treasure? Is this worth it? Oh, it is.
Cool.
That's more Umbran syrup. Nice, nice. And this is... okay, that's coming up in just a moment here, so let's head up. And you can probably imagine what is about to happen here. Cheshire's gonna go on a bit of a stomping rage. He's gonna be belly flopping the hell out of this place. But first, more treasure to be found. Please and thank you. You're just handing out these chests like freaking candy, man.
Yes.
We're gonna be looking pretty good on upgrades here too after the boss. Just maybe not as fruitful as before. God damn, you guys are strong as hell. All right, well, I cannot foresee this going in a way that is not entirely catastrophic to this ecosystem, so take it away.
Cheshire!
Broken cages were scattered everywhere.
Look at all of them.
What were these cages for? Cereza started to wonder, then decided it'd be best not to know.
Yeah, I guess the question is on everyone's mind is what in the world are all these cages using for, let alone the big one. But sometimes I think things are just left unanswered. All right, so we have that.
What's this?
Everything is destroyed. Someone must have had a tantrum. Indeed. So we're once again gonna go ahead and set Cheshire up, and he has some pretty good range. I thought I could reach him from here. I feel like I did at some point, but we'll just go ahead and bring him a little closer here. There you go. And there is like some like momentum that you can put into it just to kind of help you out. But you're gonna be doing this a lot over the course of this area, so that's fun. Jump up over here, and Cheshire, I'm actually gonna toss you over here. There you go. Big jump. For some reason, these are here. Also, you can see a Tirnanog off to the right. Again, gonna be a minute before we get there, but let's go and stomp, head up. And once again, we reunite to face a familiar foe.
We're getting closer. It's nearby. I know it.
Time for the return of solid Cereza? Okay. I think we're safe. I think we're okay for now. Okay. Uh-oh. That didn't sound super great. Let's go head over here and cause more destruction. Hooray!
They found themselves face to face with the monster once again.
Go hide somewhere.
Yelled Cheshire, preparing for battle. Half by instinct, Cereza found her way to a hiding spot. Without a moment of hesitation, Cheshire threw himself at the enemy. His claws found their mark, but once again left the beast unperturbed. Cheshire continued his fierce assault, but with each exchange, he was gradually losing ground.
Cheshire!
It was only a matter of time before Cheshire was overwhelmed. Is this how our tale ends?
I can't. I still can't save anyone. No. Not this time. No more running away. I am going to be a witch. I need to be strong. There's got to be something I can do to save him.
It's time to use the Thorn Vice, a more powerful bind that can be used at certain points in a battle to do extra damage and to hold enemies for longer. It's time to save Cheshire.
its armor in tatters, the dragon turned tail and fled.
Cheshire, are you okay? Any serious injuries?
Cheshire only shook his head, lest his voice betray the fact that he was shaken.
Oh, thank goodness. I wonder if that fairy will be back. But now we know it's not completely invincible.
Invigorated from the battle, Cereza was almost confident. Cheshire was in a sour mood. A part of him realized that if it were not for Cereza's actions, he would currently be dragon food. But he just could not accept that he had been saved by someone he considered so far beneath him.
If I'm going to be an Umbra witch, I can't be afraid of an overgrown lizard like that. We'll get him next time, Cheshire.
As she said these words, Cheshire noticed something in Cereza not present in the timid girl he had met earlier. The prideful demon turned away and pretended not to hear her.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Bayonetta Origins. We have quite the boss fight ahead of us, and with a distinct advantage of having his armor mostly destroyed, we might actually stand a chance. So join me here next time as we get into quite possibly one of the biggest difficulty hikes this game has to offer, alright? My name is Ellison Cruz. Take care, and I hope to see you guys then.